Do you remember what life was like before the pandemic?
Huh?
People were hanging out more often,
Hello there.
enjoying themselves. Major chain stores were open 24 hours, social media was still relatively viable, vibes were immaculate. Nowadays, it feels like the world has shifted, like it's gone insane. We've become insane. What will be left are those good memories that we've had, and now we're hoping for everything to just get a little bit better. Whoa, those times hit different, don't they? As you all know, the rise of mental health problems occurred when we were locked inside our houses for a certain period of time, and that isolation caused us to not have any social interactions, which actually made us feel quite lonely. And humans weren't built this way. We were designed to have an innate capacity to form these social connections, and it really messed up our brains a bit to a point that depression, social anxiety, PTSD, and a lot more mental health problems have risen. This is pretty concerning, especially for the younger generation. At this rate, we'll end up having a loneliness epidemic following after the pandemic. Well, we already do, unfortunately. Let's talk about the economy. Prices of goods and services have just skyrocketed. Unemployment rate is increasing. Salaries have stagnated. Most people are drowning in debt and are trying their best to keep their composure. Controversial financial measures have caused a bigger wealth gap, with the rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer. It's getting much harder to find jobs that pay enough money just to be able to survive comfortably, and I think this will just get worse and worse.
Wait a minute!
You ever just walk the streets and see everybody on their phones? They're just on their phone.
Huh?
When you're waiting in line, pull out the phone. When there's nothing to do, pull out the phone. When faced with an awkward situation. Yes, you guessed it. Pull out the goddamn phone. We have been so numbed in our brains to a point that we instinctively pull out our phones when there's nothing to do. This reliance of dopamine and entertainment with a portable device have skewed our perspective with reality. The surge in phone usage and social media have caused us to be distracted in our everyday lives, scrolling through useless content that makes us feel dumber and dumber. The numerous hours of consumption have just been our kryptonite to productivity, and there's never been a point in time where it was this easy to do absolutely nothing. What can we do about it? Well, nothing. Here are viable tips that may or may not work, but you know what? Fuck it. We certainly can't change everything, but we start by controlling the controllables. If you can't control it, there's no need to worry about it. We can, however, minimize our phone usage by deleting these trash brain rot apps, or you can set limits or timers for them. Whatever feels comfortable for you. You can also change your screen display to grayscale so that the content you consume won't be appealing on the eyes. But these are just precautionary measures, and I would say the best thing you can do as well. Just be bored. Just sit there with your thoughts. It's a wonderful exercise to do as it just resets your mind. And hey, you'll have the opportunity to think about actual things in your life that mean a lot to you. Next would probably be going out with your friends. And if you don't have friends,
What do you mean by that?
do the uncomfortable thing, which is to approach random people you see by giving them a compliment to start with, or talking about something random like the weather, or their shirt, and create a conversation from there. Yes, it's going to be uncomfortable, and probably awkward. But we only have one life anyway, plus they wouldn't really give too much of a damn and most likely might even respect you for approaching them. Take a risk. Start that side hustle. Tell that person you like them. Join that competition. Put yourself out there. The recent events have got us stuck in our comfort zone. We're shrinking slowly as the days go by. And being in our own little bubble makes us feel good about ourselves, about not trying to expand and challenge ourselves to be better. All these effects are just a byproduct of how soft we've become as a society. Of your comfort zone. Be in the discomfort zone. You might win. You might lose. You may get a yes or you may get a no. The most important thing is that all of the questions in your life are answered.